What's up, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Live, Laugh, Left podcast, season 4, episode 31. We creep closer to the end of the season. Got a lot to talk about today. New Hampshire is in the books. We're going to go over everything that happened there, including who survived in the Truck Series playoffs and who got eliminated, along with what happened in Cup. We got some silly season news to go over, including some big rumors. And then, of course, at the end, we're going to preview this weekend's action from Kansas. So, should be a lot of fun. First, we're going to talk about New Hampshire. Cutoff race. For real this time. Wasn't like last week when I was fucking lying. There was a big wreck on the first lap of the race. Took out a bunch of cars, including, or trucks, I should say. Tanner Gray, Connor Mozak, and more got collected in the lap 1 pileup. Justin Alexander crashed, collecting Daniel Hemrick. And then Kevin Costner, not that Kevin Costner, different Kevin Costner, crashed, taking in his case Brandon Jones and Christian Eckes all crashing on the restart. From the Hemrick crash. Justin White crashed. Patrick Emmerling wrecked in the second. That was all in the first stage, by the way. It was a crazy first stage. Stage 2 comes around. Patrick Emmerling crashes. Tanner Tomasi wrecked in the stage 3. And then on the ensuing restart, another wreck happened, which took out Tony Bredinger, Ben Rhodes, and Matt Crafton. So it was not a good day for ThorSport. It was not a good day for ThorSport by any means.
Brain fart.
At least one thing stayed consistent. Corey Heim dominates and wins again. Shocker. He ties Greg Biffle for the most wins in a Truck Series season all time. 9. It's his second win of the round. Or did he? No, he didn't sweep. He got 2 wins in the first round. Dominant fashion. Nobody really challenged him all day long. No drink review tonight. This is a Mountain Dew. Regular Mountain Dew. Just by the way.
Wish I had a Mountain Dew.
Sorry, Garry, I can't give you one through the screen.
Well,
I could try.
When you know magic, let me know.
Well, that was cool. Did you see that shit? Turn my screen, turn my lighting purple. Do that again. Oh, it didn't work that good that time. Oh, whatever. Anyways, Corey Heim wins. Again, he's 1 win off of breaking the record for most truck wins ever in a season. So we'll see how he can pull that off. As far as playoffs went, nothing really changed. In fact, nothing changed. Jake Garcia and Chandler Smith came in below the cut line, and they were not able to save themselves, and they were both eliminated from the playoffs. Chandler Smith had his chance, wrecked at Darlington, and that was it for that, and the rest of everybody else kind of just dilly-dallied for the most part. So salute you guys. Good work not doing shit in the playoffs. But then we get to the Cup race. Cody Ware spun on in the first stage. Shocker. Absolute shocker. Josh Berry was having a great day. Running up front. Until, of course, He spun around in the second stage, but no damage. He kept going. But he was relegated to the back for a while. Then we got some teammate drama between Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs. Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell, by the way, racing for trying to get back up to the front, trying to get playoff points. Ty Gibbs, not in the playoffs at all, decides, fuck you, I'm going to block your ass and race your ass all the way up the track. So you know what Denny Hamlin just did? Dumped his ass. Rare Denny Hamlin W.
Denny Hamlin's going to have a lot of love by next week.
Yep.
I still hate him.
And Hamlin didn't just spin his ass. He wrecked his ass. Ty Gibbs got punted into the wall, and that was that for his day. Based move, Denny Hamlin. Based move. Based move indeed. The big one happened on the restarts. Kyle Busch, surprise, surprise. Shane Van Gisbergen, also surprise, surprise. Daniel Suarez, oh my god, it's just a bunch of cliches all crashing together. And more were collected in the mess. Not a huge playoff shakeup with the crash, though Shane Van Gisbergen was having a great day running in the top 5 and actually being a contender on an oval for once. And then he had his moment and crashed. John Hunter Nemechek took a really hard crash into the outside wall as well. And then Cody Ware wrecked again in stage 3 right during the middle of a green flag pit stop cycle, which then kind of shook up everything. Not really, though. It was a Penske-dominated day between Joey Logano starting on pole, leading 161 laps, I think it was, and then Josh Berry up front early, spun, then drove all the way back to the front, and almost won. Had it not been for him overdriving the corner with about 5 to go, I think he would have gotten there and made a pass for the win, or at least tried. But at the end of the day, it would be Ryan Blaney coming through, another dominant performance in the Penske camp for Ryan Blaney. He was able to hold off Josh Berry to win the race and advance to the next round of the playoffs. So here we go. Here's the Penske push to make the 12 and the 22 in the championship 4, even though they have no fucking business being there. Neither of them do.
What you're saying is Joey Logano or Austin Cindric is going to win.
Just like probably not Austin Cindric. He did not. He did not have a good day.
So Penske dominance might not happen.
I don't know, Gary. Just what I'm saying is there's probably going to be 2 Penske cars in the championship 4, and already one car's been eliminated from the playoffs. So our options are quite slim here. Okay. But that was that for New Hampshire. The fuck was that? Whatever. We're going to go over the standings now, post New Hampshire. See where everything's shook up. Except for Xfinity. We're not going to go over Xfinity because they didn't race last week. But the Truck Series, they are down to 8 drivers now. So how does it look? Corey Heim and... Oh, fuck. This isn't updated. God damn it. Well, yes, it is. It's not updated. What the fuck?
Maybe I could find it. Hold on.
It's not updated. It says Corey Heim and Lane Riggs both have wins, even though there's a new round starting. But they are, without a doubt, regardless, they are the top 2 in the championship hunt. Daniel Hemrick sits 3rd, only a 1 singular point above the cut line. And then there's actually a tie for the final spot.
It goes all the way to 10, right?
No, Gary, we're at 8.
Okay. Okay, continue.
But there's a tie. The tie-breaking driver, apparently, is Ty Majeski, who is in the last spots by 0 points. And Tyler Ankrum is the first driver out on tiebreaker, also plus or minus 0, I guess. Grant Enfinger, minus 3. Raja Karuth, minus 5. And Caden Honeycutt, minus 7, are the other drivers still in it, and they are below the cut line and will be fighting hard in these next few races. They will make a cut again in about a month at Martinsville. So, and now we get to the Cup Series. Where the fuck are the standings?
I found him.
What the fuck? NASCAR.
Would
oh,
you
there
like...
it is. There it is. I found it.
Okay.
I mean, you can read it off if you want.
All right, sure. First place, of course, William Byron, who has won New Hampshire.
No, Gary, it's wrong. Ryan Blaney won.
No. I said Ryan Blaney.
You said William Byron.
Fine. Ryan Blaney won at New Hampshire. Then, 47 above the cutoff line, William Byron. Kyle Larson is third with 41 points above. Christopher Bell, fourth with 29 above. Fifth place, 27 above. Denny Hamlin, 24 above. Sixth place, Joey Logano, 14 above the cutoff line, which these next two need to get points. Chase Elliott in seventh. And then Chase Briscoe is eighth with 12 points ahead. On the cutoff line, it is Ross Chastain in ninth, negative 12 back. Austin Cindric, negative 19 back. Tyler Reddick, negative 23 back. And Bubba Wallace, negative 27.
Not a good day for Bubba Wallace or Chase Briscoe, really.
Not a good day for Tyler Reddick either.
No, not really.
And points wise.
No, not really at all. So, lot to be gained and lost as the playoffs continue. So anyways, that is New Hampshire. I have to say, this is a pretty late date for New Hampshire. In its history, it's usually a June or July race and then a late August, early September race, and this was a later September date.
Just be happy it didn't rain.
Like Watkins Glen and like Gateway, I think this was a success. I think the racing was better in both truck and cup. Tire strategy, I did not know how big tire strategy was going to be over the course of the weekend. The track surface at New Hampshire is really wearing out, and I think the cooler conditions really emphasized that and allowed for some really good racing. And I think the fan experience was better. Here's what I gotta say, guys. Every time they put a race in September for the first time, it's a banger. Let's keep doing that.
Put Michigan in September.
They should put Michigan in September. That'd be fucking awesome. It wouldn't be too hot. Wouldn't be too cold. And hell, they could put it in the playoffs. And that'd be fucking awesome.
Playoff race in Brooklyn, Michigan.
I'd be down. I'd go.
I would too.
Hell yeah, I'd love to go. But it'll never happen. So, but anyways, I gotta say, it was a good weekend at New Hampshire. So we'll put it in the books.
Sorry, I just had a massive headache.
What the fuck was... Okay. So we got some silly season news to go over. A lawsuit was finally settled. Not the one that we've been talking about for months and months and months. Coming up on a year, I guess, at this point. No, this is the Legacy Motor Club Rick Ware Racing lawsuit. It got settled. The results of it. Legacy Motor Club will be getting one of Rick Ware's charters for 2026, so they will be essentially expanding to what will be a 3 full-time cars with a 4th part-time car. Is what potentially, or 3 full-time cars only.
If they do 3 full-time cars, are they going to do if they do 3 full-time, is Jimmy Johnson coming back? Or is that 4 part-time car Jimmy Johnson?
That's what I was saying, is like, I don't think Jimmy Johnson would come back for a full season. Maybe he would. I don't know.
Because he's ass.
He is quite ass, and he's also quite old, and also doesn't really give a shit anymore. But
if they do the 3rd charter,
but I think he would still want to run a part-time schedule. So I don't know if they would like split the ride up between him and another driver, or they would go 4-car operation. The other question is who would take the 4th car if they did a full-time ride. Because Rick Ware, with this charter, had not announced the driver. They just were going to be going to, I think, a 3-car operation. They got denied.
And what's going to be the number?
Yeah, exactly. Well, who's going to be the number?
Because they can't choose 45. 2311 already has that.
Yeah. Well, why were they going to choose 45?
Kyle Petty. Kyle Petty's old number.
Well, 2311 could cease to exist, so maybe they'll get a chance to use that number.
I just want to see 45 back on the track without it being known for Denny Hamlin's car, technically. Stop making that face.
I don't know who's going to be the driver. I mean, there's a plethora of options, I guess. Not really. But Rick Ware failed miserably. Typical for Rick Ware Racing. So it'll be interesting to see what Legacy even does with this. You know, Legacy, I guess, could not even use the charter. They could sell it and make a good amount of money off of it. So that could be possible. In that case, who would buy it? Another question. But it's a very interesting situation. Glad we got at least one lawsuit resolved in 2025. Because I don't think we're going to get the other one settled. Couple other things. These are rumors, by the way, these last couple things. But they're quite cool rumors. Brad Keselowski has, quote-unquote, confirmed. He hasn't confirmed anything. He just wants to stir up shit. That there's going to be a horsepower package upgrade in 2026. And if that is true, I have to say, thank God. Thank fucking God. A horsepower package upgrade has been needed for so fucking long. And instead of doing one in 2022, they just added a new car. And like, oh, this is going to be cool. And look how it's performing. It's not performing that bad, actually. But you think about what a horsepower package upgrade could do. It could make some of the smaller tracks good again. Because you could drive better on them.
They could never be drive on in the first place.
So, if that is true, I'm very happy about it. And Brad Keselowski knows his stuff. He's not a drama stir, contrary to what I claimed earlier, but
I mean, he is from Michigan. So, I mean, every Michigander knows more than anybody else. right, Tyler?
That's right, baby. That's right, baby.
Tigers all the way. They're actually
Shut up,
winning
bitch.
right
Shut
now.
up,
Knock
bitch.
on
Shut up.
wood.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut it. Shut it. Shut it. Tigers suck ass. Ass.
By the way, they're on first base with no outs.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut
4-1.
up. Shut up. All right, anyway. Here's the big rumor. Here's the big rumor. Okay, the horsepower package thing doesn't even compare. They are considering a full season points format return. This is confirmed that they're considering it. It's not confirmed that they're going to do it, but they are at least considering it, which is a huge step from where they were a few years ago.
So what does that mean? No playoff?
Good. I think the reason why they're going to get rid of the playoffs is this.
Taking a drink of Mountain Dew?
Because Mountain Dew is good. That's why they're getting rid of it. Ratings are shit.
And they need to get rid of stages.
Ratings are shit. And so I think the reason why the fucking playoffs, when they were introduced anyways back in 2004, was competing against the NFL. And guess what? They failed. They failed back then, ratings-wise. And they failed now. So they're going to do away with it. Because they said, fuck it. And at this point, I think they would get more viewership, honestly, with a full season points format. I don't even know who would be winning the championship right now in a full season points format, but I have to think it would be close. Be competitive.
I think there is someone that I looked on Facebook that there is someone that's actually going by those kind of points, and he said that I think it's Kyle Larson leading. No, Denny Hamlin.
Oh.
And then Kyle Larson.
I say why not? You know, like, there's enough parity in the sport to where it's going to be competitive. You know, it's not going to be the comes down to the last race type shit. But who cares? These races aren't even that close for the most part. Phoenix, because it's fucking Phoenix. Now they're going away from Phoenix, so that'll make it closer.
And going back to the best track for a championship race.
Exactly.
I'm
now,
okay with...
personally, I don't think they're really going to do this. I think they've dug themselves a grave too deep. I think they might refine it. Maybe make the playoffs shorter?
Or make it bigger.
I don't know if that would work. Especially with this in-season tournament. Ooh.
This is what I mean. The first place and second place people of the in-season tournament get the two 17 and 18 positions. And instead of eliminating 4 drivers in the first round, you're eliminating 6.
I think if they're going to do that, they should just make the final 5 races of the season the in-season tournament. In-season tournament. And just seed everybody like they did normally, but then make that the championship. Then you get Ty Gibbs versus Ty Dillon for the fucking Cup Series championship. And everybody kills themselves.
Yeah, but then Ty Gibbs would win it every single time.
That's not true. Ty Dillon finished better than Ty Gibbs this week.
As long as Ty Gibbs is on his granddaddy's team, the guy who he bows down to, he gonna get anything he wants. And that's why Denny Hamlin wrecked him.
Well, the kid can't drive, and in order to win a championship, you got to know how to drive.
He won an in-season tournament. That counts as a championship.
No. Doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
It was a fluke. It was a fluke because there were 4 wild card races during that time. They had fucking Atlanta, where they had fucking Atlanta, where half the field crashed out before the end of the first stage. They had Sonoma, where Ty Dillon did some fucking cheeky Wabash bull riding shit and wrecked half the field again on his own. I don't even remember what the other races were. It was Indy was the championship, and that was a shit show because, you know, that's a track where you actually have to drive. And Ty Dillon can't fucking drive.
Just like how Joey Logano's was fluke last year for his championship.
Or Drew. He can at least drive.
No, he can't.
Sometimes. He can drive sometimes.
Have you seen him when he wrecks? His glasses through his freaking helmet shield is off. I seen the pictures. Look it up. Joey Logano's
I've seen the pictures too.
It's actually pretty fucking funny.
It is kind of funny. And it is funny. It's funny as fuck. But yeah, they're going to do that. I think that'd be cool. 32 drivers coming in, final 5 races of the season. Let's see, this year, what would that be? That would be... Oh shit, are we at 5 races to go? No, it'd be the Roval, it'd be Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville, and Phoenix. Oh my god, who the fuck do you think wins that championship? Oh
who the
god.
fuck is this guy?
Shane Van Gisbergen, that's who wins it, baby.
What would he win?
He'd win the Roval.
And?
Well, then he would just dick around for the rest of the time because everybody else would crash out.
Shane Van Gisbergen is out of the playoffs.
I know he is. And it's
Good.
sickening. It's sickening.
It's
I
good.
wanted him to advance.
Loved it.
Absolute,
Loved every bit of it.
absolute crime that fucking Austin Cindric got in over him.
Not to me. Shane Van Gisbergen is only good for road courses. If he wants to do road courses, go to a league that has road courses. And just road courses. Like F1. Go to F1. Wow.
Or don't.
Or do.
Shut up.
Strike
Anyways.
one, Garry.
No, let's not strike one. Anyway, that's all I've got for news. I don't know if you've got anything, Garry. Oh, wait! I forgot something. Rodney Childers is coming back. He's going to Junior Motorsports to crew chief the one car of Carson Kvapil in the Xfinity Series next year. Guys don't know, Rodney Childers was kind of exiled from the sport after Kevin Harvick retired. And now he's coming back. And I think that's a good idea because he's a good crew chief. So.
You know, a good crew chief is Larry McReynolds and Steve Letarte.
Okay. Yeah, they're good crew chiefs. There could be more than one good crew chief.
Brad Keselowski won this race.
Larry McReynolds is a national treasure. Okay, that's all I had. I don't know if you have anything else, Garry.
Nope, I don't have anything.
Holy fuck. Alright, well then without further ado, let's preview this weekend's action from Kansas. Arguably the best track on the schedule right now. Kansas has put on some shows. A lot of hype coming into this weekend. As there should be. But it should be a good one. Lots of high stakes in the playoffs. Some drivers in the Cup Series and the Truck Series getting desperate. And, of course, Xfinity Series back in action as well this weekend. So that should be really good stuff. And the Truck Series is not racing this weekend. Awesome. Well, never mind. Truck Series gets the week off. It's Xfinity and Cup this weekend. Well, so it should be good. Should be pretty awesome, in fact. I think this is where we're going to see the best playoff shakeups. We could see a playoff new winner. Still haven't seen Tyler Reddick win. So there's that. But it should be good. Pretty excited. Kansas always puts on a good show. So who do we think is going to win the Xfinity race?
Sammy Smith.
Bold pick you are.
He gonna come from the bottom of the playoffs and lock himself in. Before you say anything, yes, I looked at the Xfinity Series playoff, and yes, he is at the bottom of the playoff bracket.
I'm going with the obvious pick because I like doing that. Connor Zilic.
I was going to go for Connor
Though
Zilic.
I'm honestly not super high on him winning for some reason. But he'll probably do it because he's, in a league of his own right now. All right, it is Cup prediction time. That's strike one, Gary. Did you just throw the glass?
No.
Strike two. Better get done with this fast, otherwise you're not going to be around to see the end of this podcast.
Well,
I'll see myself out. That's a rough one. But hey, maybe it'll break through.
this guy's already out, so I'm not even going to factor that to be good. And to be honest with you, Josh Berry actually did well last week.
Yeah, he did. But
Finished second.
and he did win Las Vegas, so maybe he'll do well here too. Who knows? Alright, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Live, Laugh, Left. Stay tuned for next episode when we recap Kansas as we head into the month of October. The final full month of the NASCAR season. So, should be pretty sweet. We'll go over any other news we got. It should be awesome. So, anyways, till next time, stay tuned for other much more amazing content, including more stuff on the Pringleson YouTube channel. Until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.